First off, let me apologize for being gone so long. I know it's been a fat minute, and when I say a fat minute, I'm talking like this has been a chunky minute, okay? So for those of you who don't know, I just recently moved and I finally got my setup popping again. And that's exactly it. That's why I've been gone for so long. That's the only reason. So I'm gonna be slowly easing myself back into a normal upload schedule again. It might take a little bit of time, but here is a video. Just a heads up, I will start live streaming very soon for my first time ever. The internet here is faster than me on a premature day. But anyways, I'm gonna stop talking about nonsense and we're gonna talk about a story today. This is the story about how I got my first two. Wow, I can't even talk today. This is the story about how I got my first tattoo and how I didn't make it through my first tattoo. I was looking through all my Snapchat memories the other day, and exactly a year ago is when I got my first tattoo. Now, as soon as I saw the Snap memory, I started getting lots of flashbacks. See, I wasn't expecting to get a tattoo this day. Like, it was not in my plans whatsoever. But I started getting a phone call, and I looked down, and my cousin's calling. I'm like, I'm not used to this. What's going on? And he goes, hey, I finally finished my tattoo training. I've been doing it for the past year. Do you want to be my first tattoo? He's like, Ian, I'm handing out free tattoos. I have to do free tattoos, like about 100 of them before I can actually get money. And I'm sitting there like, hell yes, brother. I'm gonna come take your tattoo virginity and my tattoo virginity. It's a double wombo combo, you know what I'm saying? So me and my buddy hop in the whip and we start taking off to this tattoo parlor. Is that what you call it, a tattoo parlor? I don't even know. Tattoo shop. And as we're driving there, I'm sitting there thinking about, what should I even get? I don't even know what I want to get yet. We're 20 minutes away from this moment in time. I don't even know what I'm gonna permanently put on my body yet. So we get to the place. I'm feeling spicy, feeling fantastic. I'm smoking a cigarette. I used to smoke it this time. I was feeling really comfortable. Like, I thought I was gonna be able to sit down, handle this tattoo, no problem, and then go get the munchies. But just a little bit of foreshadowing, that's not how that goes. So I walk into the place, I dap him up. I haven't seen him in a little while. I'm excited. And I decided that I wanted to get a Joyner Lucas tattoo on my leg, just to represent one of the best nights that I've ever had in my life. If you don't know, I got to rap on stage with Joyner, so I feel like that would be a good remembrance of that. So that way, when I ever get dementia one day, I can look down at my leg and I can be like, hey, who the fuck is that? So it wasn't a big tattoo, and I trusted my cousin, but I didn't trust him enough to get something super big, so I just want to get this tiny little tattoo. I hop in the booth, he sets up the tattoo gun, he puts the little print on my leg so he knows what to outline. Just everything. It looks so cool, it's fancy, I'm relaxed, I'm feeling great. Now, before the needle touches my skin, here's something y'all should probably know. When you come into a tattoo appointment, you gotta come prepared. You gotta get a good night's sleep. You had to have eaten something. You gotta have some good sugar in your system. You can't be hungover. Now, there's 4 tests right there, and let me tell you something. I failed every single fucking one of them. I was so hungover, I came off of 2 hours of sleep. I hadn't eaten a single thing that day except for 3 hot Funyuns. I was not ready for this tattoo. I mean, like I said, I just learned that I was getting a tattoo this day, 2 hours before I got the tattoo, so I didn't have time to prepare or know that I had to. But anyhow, the needle hits my skin and I go, ooh, got a little bite to it. It feels like someone like pushes a pencil into your leg and then just scrapes it very slowly across your skin. Like, it was tolerable. I could handle it. It wasn't like comfortable, but I could handle it. Now, since this was my first tattoo, and his first tattoo on someone else, he was very heavy-handed, which means he's pushing the tattoo gun a little bit harder than he should be, and that shit hurt. But he didn't know what he was doing, he's just popping. But about 10 minutes passed by, I got pretty used to it. I thought I could go another hour. I felt just fine, you know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, I felt really lightheaded. I didn't know if that was just because I was sitting there for a little while, I don't know. But all of a sudden, my anxiety spiked, and I was like, okay, I'm in trouble. So I tell my cousin Austin, I'm like, hey buddy, you gotta stop the tattoo gun, I don't feel so great. And my anxiety took it to another level. My anxiety's like, you can't be in this chair right now, let's get out of here. Now, I don't know if you know this, but you're not supposed to stand up when you're about to pass out. And I'll give you one guess as to what I did. I stood right up. I start walking like I'm about to have a jolly ass day. I make it a grand total of 4 feet before I pass out in the hallway. My cousin and my buddy are like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you walking? You're not supposed to do that. I didn't know that. You gotta remember, I'm hungover. I'm not doing so hot today. I mean, like, I'm doing hot today. Like, I'm sexy, but, like, the rest of it is just not great. So I basically faint in the hallway. I can't see anything. I remember crawling to the back room that my cousin had previously showed me. And all of a sudden, I wake up 10 minutes later in the back room with one of Austin's bosses yelling at me. She's like, get out of the back room. You can't be back here. You are what we call a customer, and the customers can't be in the employees only area. And I'm sitting there like, please just leave me alone. I need to be in this back room right now. I think I said something along the lines of that. I'm like, please get the fuck out of my face. I straight up just got knocked out by a tattoo gun. How embarrassing is that? Now, some people would call me a pussy for passing out at the tattoo shop. They're absolutely right. There was a lot more in the mix. I was just kind of flopping that day and it wasn't great. So I finally feel better. I'm eating some snacks. I feel great. I walk up to the front and I'm getting laughed at by his boss. I'm geeking too. Everyone's having a good time except for me. I'm just pretending to laugh because I just passed out at the tattoo shop. And now I got a third of a tattoo on my leg. I'll show you a picture of it right here. It just says, you know. My friends always make fun of me now. They look at my leg like, hey, you know what's up? And I'm like, you motherfuckers. And I had like immediate PTSD. I was thinking about going back up to finish the tattoo, but I couldn't do it. My brain was just telling me, no, don't do that, you stupid motherfucker. And to this day, I have still not gone in to finish the tattoo. It's still just sitting on my leg. Permanent forever. So if I ever go in to get another tattoo, you know what's going on. I'm finna eat and not drink the night before. That sounds like a plan. I do want to get more tattoos in the future. It's just more or less that I don't know. I don't know, yeah. I just don't know if I'm gonna handle it better than last time. So we'll find out in the future. Maybe we'll go get a tattoo sometime. I'll take y'all with me. But yeah, that's the story of how I passed out getting my first tattoo. So that was a horrible experience. Really scared me away from something that I really wanted to cover my body with. But anyhow, I want to thank you guys for 34,000 subs. You guys are still making those numbers climb, even though I was gone and moving away and didn't have any footage. Y'all showing some tender love out here, and I gotta show some tender love back. But if all goes well, I will start live streaming once a week. Hopefully that goes as planned. I'll try to get back to doing videos every single week as well. Things are just slowly coming back together like glue. Besides that, I hope y'all are doing well, and I will see you in the next video. Woo!